Hello, today I would like to present you this absolutely beautiful, someone might say the vintage, soldering station from company called Solmon, model SL-10. I said that someone might say it is a vintage stuff, and that's because this is true old unit, but that company is still manufacturing exactly the same model nowadays, and you can get the newer revision that is totally black, and they are calling it ESD safe, so I would assume we've got a ground connection between the metal part and the ground, so yeah, it's going to be ESD safe. If you were unable to purchase Veller, then this was your second choice, because it is professional unit that was designed for like a repair center or manufacturing plant, and it was designed to be basically used the whole day. It is not something that you can buy extremely cheap from China and was for like hobby use. This was a professional equipment, and that is reflected in price. Since latest revision is still being sold, you've got absolutely no problem in purchasing replacement tips, heating element, or the whole handpiece assembly. So let's take a look and give it a try. Use is extremely simple. If you take a look here, you've got the temp adjusting slider that is going to be pointing to one of those labels. One is in Fahrenheit, second is in Celsius, so it is extremely simple to work with people who are in the US system or European Union. And you've got also like a visual indication where you should be, so you should not go above 330 Celsius degree. In the center of that pot, you've got tiny LED indicator that is going to be telling you whether your temp is going to be achieved or it is still pumping power to the tip. Here you've got your power indicator, and what is extremely great, we've got on-off switch on front, so if you put it on the back of your desk, you've got no problem in just switching it like this and then grabbing your handpiece. This is extremely good. It is extremely terrible if you've got a switch on the back and you've got trouble reaching it. Now let's take a look at the handpiece. So it's presenting like this. It can be detached from station and you can purchase the whole assembly. It is using a full-size DIN connector. And to remove the tip, you are going to be unscrewing that element. You go like this, and here is your tip. This is how it's presenting. In case you would be wondering what kind of diameter we've got, then here are the dimensions. This is the dimension, and here is the length of that part that go inside. So it is a really nice unit, and this is your heating element. So we've got totally different construction than the Chinese one, because on Chinese one here you've got hole and you put the heating element inside. This is one beefy massive piece, and it is great because it's got a lot of thermal mass. It is really heavy and it is one beefy piece of metal. The heating element is here and it's going to be warming up this, and you've got that possibility to quickly undo like a larger ground plane. And if you take a look here, we've got information that it is 24 volt, 48 watt rated, but as I'm telling you, it's feeling like a more powerful soldering station because of the construction of that tip. So let's plug it back, just like that. Here you've got this beautiful mount for your handpiece, and it is really great because it's integrated to that base and it is really heavy, so you've got absolutely no problem in inserting it like one hand, and it's not going to be tipping over. If you would like to have it on your right side, then it's absolutely no problem. You just undo that knob and you can put it here, and then you stuff that part here, and you've got it on the right side, so you can make any adjustment you want. And here you've got information about the fuse. It is heavy because we've got a beefy transformer inside, and here you can see the model number. Because it is such a great unit, I deeply believe we need to try it out. So let's grab this power bank that we are going to be using for our test, and I will plug it here. Since we've got a beefy transformer inside, I will turn it on first and then start inverter, because I don't want to get the short circuit inrush current to the transformer, and this will lead to slow safe start. And as you can see, the device is being operational. And if you take a look here, I'm not sure if you can see, but we've got a tiny red indicator that is telling us the power is being pumped and we need to wait. If you would be wondering why here we've got that deer, that's because here we had sponge that was attached by glue, and I absolutely do not recommend you using sponge, because when you touch it, the water vaporize and splash into that element, and it's making it rust. So no sponge here. Use like this the cleaning solution, the metal filings that looks like this. For our experiment, I will try to remove those arc connector, and we are going to be soldering them back. So here is my Thermaltronics desoldering station. We go like this, we wiggle, and we nicely suck it. And let's see, will it fall out? And the answer is, of course, yes. And now we are going to be grabbing our beautiful soldering iron, and we are going to try it out. So let's see how well does it work. And as you can see, it's working absolutely perfect. Just take a look. What kind of beautiful soldering job we can get with this vintage soldering station. Absolutely beautiful. And let's also try with this one. So we go like this. We go like that. And let's see, will it fall out? Yes, of course. And let's mount it back. So we go like this. We've got pretty big, thick traces, but it's working just fine. It would be easier to get a third hand. So yeah, I have to hold it like this. We add a little bit of solder. We touch it. And let's see. How does it present? In my personal opinion, absolutely beautiful job. If you would be wondering how well it's compared to my quite expensive Thermaltronics, we can undo it. We go like this. We have it removed, we put it back. And this time we are going to be using my quite expensive Thermaltronics. I just switch it on and you will be able to see how fast it is to be fully operational from being power off. We grab a little bit of solder. I would like to tack it so I can make a better reach. And now we can correct it. And tell me, how does it compare? In my personal opinion, absolutely beautiful job. So as you can see, this vintage stuff is still fully operational and producing great result. And I remind you, we are being power on from this beautiful power bank, so you can do it in the field. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you find it interesting. See you next time and bye bye.